Welcome back to Part Me Alex. I'm going to do the whole podcast just like this, like I'm Wilson and Home Improvement. Just
Full House. I thought it was Full House.
No, it's Home Improvement.
Okay, I got it mixed up.
Yeah, Tim Allen, the Toolman Taylor, and his neighbor Wilson with just this shown the whole time. Love it. Just kidding. I
flipped my 90s sitcoms there.
It's all right. JK. Hello, me back. I didn't move a muscle. I sat in this chair the entire 30 minutes and just scrolled on my phone. I haven't been able to do that at all today, so that felt really good to just do mindless nothing for 30 minutes.
Nice. You got to have a few minutes of mindless scrolling per day.
Mindless. I love how we inadvertently both had the same idea for our headline to be *2 in part 2.
Yep.
We did not collaborate on that, by the way. Like,
great minds think alike. What can I say?
This is why we're friends. Well, not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons. Our brains are connected.
On the list. Okay, let's dive in.
You ready? All right. Yeah. Let's dive in. Part 2 of our double episode day. Obviously, as you could tell from the caption / the title of this episode, we are going to follow up the last one with the next 2 games in the line, which were Lamar and NOLA. So, starting off with Lamar.
And again, a loss and a win. So, get the loss out of the way first. All right, Saturday, February 1st, at home, we played Lamar. Matchup history with Lamar going into this game, we had 22 wins and 16 losses. Largest margin of victory, 79-43 in 2013, and smallest was 1.73-72 in 2007. This game, we had starting Keon, Matt, Nana, CC, and Clayton. We did lose, like I said, 67-62. Attendance was 1,674. Sean Kennedy's stat section, our field goal percentage, 41.67%. I'm all right with that. 3-point percentage, 18.18%. And again, happily, our free throw percentage above 70% with 72.73. We had 38 points in the paint, 12 points off turnovers, 8 second chance points, 7 fast break points, 24 bench points, a total of 37 rebounds, 14 offensive, 23 defensive. We had 17 fouls and 17 turnovers. Lamar had 15 turnovers. We had 12 steals and 1 block. Our game leaders, we had Keon with 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and Matt with 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. I named Keon my player of the game for this one. Really full support and high points.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to agree with you on that one with Keon. I feel like the last handful of games, he's just been, if he wasn't high point, he's up there contributing literally in any possible situation or opportunity. If he can't assist the ball to somebody else, he's just going to just take it home and try to score or get fouled and then, get some free throws or at least attempt some free throws. So, yeah, Keon, he kept us in this game as long as he could, basically.
Yeah. Most definitely feats of strength. I am happy with the field goal percentage and free throw percentage, as I said.
Yep.
We're good. Points in the paint were higher than they have been in the last several games.
Yeah. I will say one of my biggest strengths for this game is that, if you look at the breakdown of the halves, we got absolutely obliterated in the first half. They were beating us 41-24, and we really came back and we outscored them 38-26 in the second half. So we really came back and, try to make this a game. And we only lost by 5. And so, we really, really came back in that second half and gave them a run for the money and really tried to get the dub in this one. It just, again, we just didn't have enough time to mount the full comeback. But
yeah, if we would have played the first half like the second half, we would have easily won that game. 100%. Melvin is a baller. Yes, agreed.
Definitely. Yeah. Ever since he's come back, you can tell that there's more organization in terms of, you know, especially from the point guard position, getting and we just talked about this in the last episode. Like, if you don't have a point guard who knows their role and knows how to get everybody in, in line and in cohesion and communication and talking, it's going to be a cluster, what, out there.
Yeah.
So it's good to have an experienced point guard out there in that position, but then also, like, with Keenan coming in and having enough heads up basketball and being really smart with the ball too, giving Keon breaks. As a freshman, I think it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more of him coming.
Me too. And he's a good little kid.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
They're kids to us, so I mean, what are you gonna do? Let's see here. Obviously, other pros, we didn't have anybody foul out. We had a couple that were close, but no foul outs, no techs. I loved points in the paint being up in the upper 30s, almost 40. I mean, it was 38. We had 24 bench points. Anytime you get double digits high bench points like that, makes me happy. That free throw percentage was 2 thumbs way up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. That's about it. See, again, I'll wait till the grievances. Hold on. Laura, Ken has a beautiful controlled aggression. He really comes across as a mature player, totally comfortable in many positions. I agree with that. I will say, it's always kind of interesting to see their personalities and dynamic. Because we've had point guards who are like extremely, like, they're all over the place. I mean, aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
They'll know how to, like, rein it in when necessary. We've had point guards who are more like demure. I'm again going to use that. Like, they're more like, they're going to sit back and, like, watch the play unfold in front of them. So it's interesting to see, how every point guard in the line of succession, how, like, their personality and how they control the game and how they run the game. I definitely agree. I think Keon, he definitely comes across very mature. Like, he's more soft-spoken. Like, he doesn't get overly excitable.
Yeah.
Which doesn't bother me, but I do feel like he knows when to be super aggressive and when not to be. I mean, except for that one game, the Northwestern game, where he just kept going inside. And whether or not he was told to do that or not, he was just taking it on his own, shoulders and just going with it. And maybe he thought, he had the openings. And he was like, you know what? I'm putting this game on my back and just going for it. And that's, and sometimes we need that.
Yeah, and I will say that I feel like that's his strongest point as a point guard is he does have the versatility and ability to take it and create a shot and score on his own when it's necessary. So
yeah. No, totally, absolutely, and that's the thing too. Like, and he's not afraid to do that. There's some, not saying they're players on our team, but like we have seen players in the past where they don't have the confidence or they don't have that just, basketball high IQ where they're comfortable just putting the play and the team on their back and then just balling and going for it, like play being called or not. You know what I mean? Sometimes like, you have these players who are like, no, we're just sitting here bouncing, waiting for the call, waiting for the play, like not taking any sort of initiative to just spark and make something happen.
Right. And some players just aren't going to be as offensively aggressive or proactive. So it's a really good quality to have in a point guard because sometimes it's needed when, your shooters are having off nights.
Right.
To have that.
Yeah, completely. No, I agree. And that's definitely a huge pro with Keon. And like I said, him coming in and taking over as point guard, after he was injured the first, few weeks of the season, it's really nice to have that role being filled by him.
So. Yeah, and it's also nice for the other players to get back to their
original
positions, because that is also a contributing factor, I feel like, to the shooters kind of being off some here and there, because they've all kind of had to fill other roles, and it's an easy thing to get out of sync with when you're not able to focus on scoring like you should be, and then you get back to it, and it isn't an immediate transition. So
right, completely. I agree. Any other strengths or anything you want to talk about in terms of this game before we move on to grievances?
Oh, we got 12 steals. That was nice. I think that's my last one.
Oh, yeah, very much. And 3 of those came from Keon.
Mm-hmm.
2 from Keith, 2 from Nana, and then pretty much everyone else had 1. So, yeah, great. Good defense there. Just obviously, again, not enough to win the game. But, again, playing a good Lamar team, took them to 5. I feel like that was a little bit of, they were, on like the payback retribution.
Oh yeah.
Because we beat them at home. So I think they were looking for ways to
screaming hot. They were ready.
They were 100, especially in that first half. They came in with their ass on fire, like ready to shove it down our throats. And they did in that first half. I mean, they were kicking up, double digit 20 point, like, yeah, anyway. So that's like my main grievance is that first half, man.
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now you're going to hear about it. You.
Yeah, I mean, that's like one of my main grievances is that first half, like starting off so slow that we were in such a big hole trying to like dig our way out in the second half. Like, yeah, we outscored them, but we just did not have enough. If we just played like we played in the second half and the first half, like you said earlier, this would have been a totally different game.
Yeah, we put ourselves in a pretty tough little predicament there, because, I mean, going into halftime down almost 20,
yeah,
you're just making it real hard on yourself. So the fact that we came back to only a 2-possession deficit at the end there is frustrating. And the fact that we beat them on the road and then they beat us at home, that sucks. But we've said it every episode that we've ever done about Lamar. They're gonna be a difficult opponent no matter where either of us falls in the rankings. It just seems like they always come out hot for us. And so, especially like you said, the fact that we beat them at home, they were ready to not lose this game.
100%. They were off to prove something, and they came in with that in mind, and they got the job done. And my hat is off to them. But yeah, every time we play them, like Jacqueline said, I don't care if they're number 1 in the league or number 12 in the league. They play us hard. They play us rough. That sounds bad coming out, but you know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where you have to not rest on your you can't get cocky. Yeah, we won the last game, but you can't come into this game thinking that we can play the same way that we played versus East Texas A&M and use that against Lamar. 2 totally different teams. We cannot get cocky. You can't rest on your laurels. You got to literally come in every game, foot on gas, no brakes, all gas. Like, you can't.
Yeah, you can't have one moment of complacency.
No.
Game like this, not one, because I mean, going into halftime down 20 and then coming back to only lose by 5, 1 or 2
first of all
could have made the difference. A few free throws could have made the difference. I mean, something so small, like, I've said it before. One of my high school basketball coaches, we always had to run the day after a game in practice, depending on how many turnovers we had, if it was double digits or over. And because our coach was like, you know, one turnover, one little mistake seems like not a big deal, and then you pile them up and you get a big pile of shit.
Exactly. And this was just another one of those games where, man, we just kept on at it from the 3-point line and just wouldn't give it up. Like this is the game I mentioned earlier where Lamar was hitting so many mid-range jumpers. Like they were just so easy. And I mean, every single time I'm literally just elbowing freaking Jackson, like pissed off. Cause I'm just like, here they go again. Like an easy mid-range jumper, making space, and then literally just turning around, bloop. And I'm just like, what are we doing? And then we go run on the other end, and then we literally rush and try to hit a 3 from downtown and not even try to like pass the ball and make space, and then just chunk the 3 up with 2 seconds left on the clock. And I'm like we're basically digging our own grave over here.
Yeah, the fact that we only made 4 out of 22, it's like at that point, let's try another any other shot.
Let's switch tactics here. Again, 4 out of 22. That's
not good.
Again, other than Jacqueline missing this game as my number one grievance because of being sick, that is my main issue. 4 out of 22. What are we doing? Change tactics. I mean, I don't care if it's like, oh, let's start pushing into the paint more. I mean, we had how many points in the paint? Freaking 38.
Yeah.
And that still didn't do shit for us.
I know. Yeah, it's frustrating because like if you look at the breakdown, we took 10 in the first half and 12 in the first half. Well, we only made 2 more in the second half. So it's like,
yeah,
with the poor performance that we had the first half on points, and then the second half we do so much better, but we were still throwing up just as many threes and missing almost as many. Any other shot could have filled those 5 points.
100%. I mean, it's just
that'll be my biggest grievance.
Yeah, just frustrating at AF. And it's just like, I don't know what else. I mean, it's the same grievance every week, I feel like, in the L's. It's like we're again so close. If we would have just switched tactics and focused more on mid-range shots and 2s, pounding it. I mean, we already had 38 points in the paint. Clearly that was working. Why stop at 38, babe? Keep going.
Break 40, man.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway. But yeah, other than that, just it stuck not having Jacqueline there for another game. I will say I forgot to mention this in the strengths that we had a nice little turnout for the tailgate prior to the game. We had amazing food from Big Fella's Barbecue with Seville, and that was delicious.
And I was so sad I missed that too.
Yeah, he had the good mac and cheese too. I know. I didn't want to tell you, but
I know that's why I didn't even ask. But yeah, I figured.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So good times there. Nice little setup and attendance from people hanging out before the game. But yeah. And Jacqueline, another grievance. She missed the sawmill hats that we got. I mean, I have hers. She'll get it tomorrow, but she couldn't wear it with me and Jackson. And everybody was like complimenting us on the hats and like, ooh, we want one. And I'm like, maybe you should donate to Sawmill 6 Man.
Give up $10 a month, people. $10.
Rolling at the bottom. Yeah. And then you too can get these fun swag items. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Okay.
No.
Okie dokie. Let's move on. So one word. Okay. One word to describe the Lamar game. Sawmill hat. That's not one word. I don't know. Barbecue. There you go.
Sad.
BBQ. That's one word.
Sad for all of the things I missed that day, and that was a loss. But perk up. The next game is gonna be real fun.
Oh, this game. What? Okay. Get in there.
Let's go. All right. Monday, February 3rd at Kiefer Lakefront Arena, New Orleans. We played UNO. Matchup history going into this game was 9 wins and 2 losses. Largest margin of victory was 40-point win, 103-63 in 2014. And the smallest margin of victory was 81-74 in 2020. For this game, we had starting Keon, Matt, CC, Keith, and Jelani. Overtime win, 88-85.
Let's go.
Their attendance was only 455 people. And apparently it was like dead silent in there because, I always listen to Rob commentate when I watch on TV, and he kept like almost whispering because he was like, it's so quiet in here. I swear, I feel like everyone can hear me talking because it's just like echoing. So it was empty.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
All right.
Sean Kennedy stat section, field goal percentage, 43.
I gotta do the update. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Okay, so now we're finally caught up to where we are in the standings as of today. We are not second to last anymore. We are third from last. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are number 10.
Oh, okay.
So 2 more spots up and we'll actually make the tournament. But that means we have to win literally 2, 3 more games and we're in the freaking hunt. And then just hope that like UTRGV and UIW lose some games. So
we can do that.
It's like I feel like I'm in the midst and the throes of like baseball season, and I'm like sitting here at the Astros, like counting how many games back we are, and like saying, okay, well, if the Rangers lose and then they lose and then we do this and this happens, then we're in it, baby. It's like that meme where you have different combinations happening. It's like
all the equations
are going and moving around, and you're like trying to. That's what I feel like it's happening right now.
That's where we're at.
I love this. Laura said, we can do that. Yeah, no, we can easily do this. Like to be safe, like if we win 4 or 5 games and some other teams lose some games, I think we're cooking with, with oil here, cooking with grease, man. So you're saying there's a chance. Rano, there's always a chance. There's always a chance. The percentage is never 0.
But we can feel a lot better saying it now.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. But my goodness, let's get those free throws. They are free according to the Rev. Yeah, that is.
And according to our favorite SFA fan, Mr. Whitaker, they're free, baby.
That's who she means.
Oh, I was thinking other Rev. Sorry.
I know what you meant.
Confusing.
Yeah, she means Whitaker, I believe. Okay. So yeah, the chance is there. We can do this, people. It should be no surprise that, of course, McNeese is still at the top of the pack at 11-1. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 teams all tied at 8-4. Then you have 2 teams tied at 7-5, and then you have UTRGV at 5-7, and they're literally right there at number 8 on the cusp of going to the tournament. And then just below it, out of it is UIW and us, NOLA, and East Texas A&M. So again, there is a chance. We just need to win some more games, baby. And it starts tomorrow. I mean, it started Monday, but it continues tomorrow.
Yes.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
Okay. Continue. Now you can do stat section.
Yeah. Sorry. Sean Kennedy's stat section. Field goal percentage, 43.84. 3-point percentage, 31.43%. Free throw, 72.22%. 36 points in the paint, 19 points off turnovers, 12 second chance points, 13 fast break points, 24 bench points, 34 total rebounds, 15 offensive and 19 defensive. We had 20 fouls, 9 turnovers, single-digit turnovers. I can't believe it. Opponent turnovers, they had 15. We had 7 steals and 2 blocks. Our game leaders.
I'm trying to post us, so don't just keep talking.
What?
I'm just
What were you
trying to make a post that we were live. And
okay.
Talking. So now your face looks okay. Keep going. Okay.
Game leaders: Keon, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Matt, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. My player of the game, Matthew Elizabeth.
I knew you were going to call him that.
There is no long-winded story to that. I love one of my podcasts I listen to whenever someone does something either really good or really bad, and they're like, the middle name thing, they say Elizabeth, whether it's male or female. So Matthew Elizabeth.
Oh my God. She's been calling him that all season. Like anytime he does something, like she said, good or bad, she literally is yelling out, Matthew Elizabeth. And I'm like, he's going to hear you one day and be like, Matthew is my middle name. Technically now he's the only Kyle. So he can be called Kyle if he wants to be. Because that's his actual first name.
Yeah, he can be whatever he wants, but
be all you want to be as long as you hit some fucking shots.
When he hits a half court shot to win in overtime, I will be yelling Matthew Elizabeth in my living room or wherever I'm at.
I screamed so loud. I hope the neighbors didn't think that I was getting like attacked, because I screeched, like not just like, oh shit. I was like high pitched like that. Everybody in the house was like, what just happened? And I'm like, holy fucking shit. It was wild.
I was stunned.
Stunned is a great way to explain it. Because I was like, oh, I mean, it's not like they don't practice half court shots, but maybe this was beyond half court.
Yeah, there were so many factors going in. I mean, 2.3 seconds on the clock is literally time to catch and take one dribble and throw it up.
Literally.
I mean, yeah, practicing, like you said, they can practice half court shots all day long at the end of practice, but like practicing it and actually doing it
game time
so different, and it's just such a low percentage shot regardless, because it's so far away and there's just so many factors. You either got to hit it dead on or get the bank.
100%.
Which is what he did.
He banked that. He went to the bank, baby. I have all the faith in these boys every game.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to be an optimist. But I was like, okay, it's a half court shot. What is the actual percentage that this son of a bitch is going to go in? And literally, I'm just sitting there, one eye on my phone, one eye on the screen, like, eh. And I'll be damned.
I'm telling you, I was ready for double overtime. I was like, here we go. Can we survive for 5 more minutes and win this game? So let's start immediately with feats of strength with that. And my dad talked
about a lot of it, but yeah, keep going.
As soon as the game was over, my dad said that's going to be number 1 on SportsCenter top 10, and sure enough, it was.
Sure enough, it was on everything. It was giving like we just beat Duke vibes. You know what I mean? Like where it was like literally everywhere. It was on Scott Van Pelt. He talked about it. I mean, it was on Good Morning America or whatever. Like it was on everything. And the different angles.
Oh yeah.
And I loved, and I'm assuming this is Hunter, I love the fact that like they tweeted, hey, we've seen this done before. Send us your best like buzzer beater songs. And they put this buzzer beater video to the songs. And so of course I sent in Higher by Creed. And Like a Prayer by Madonna.
That's a good one.
I know. I will say though, our Rev, he said it needs to have like the Michael Bay Transformers like ending. Hilarious. I was like, that was spot on. That was spot on. Yeah. Just a wild and crazy finish. Again, the Today Show. Mom corrected me, not Good Morning America, the Today Show. Well, okay, whatever. But man, talk about a confidence juice boost.
Yeah. And I did say that. I said, I think this was the final little boost of confidence that they needed. So I hope that keeps them uplifted.
If it's not, I don't know what else to say or do. Like, if this doesn't propel us the rest of the season, I don't know what else to say. I don't know. There's nothing else that can do that.
I agree.
The pure joy and elation and celebration on their faces, it felt like they did just bring down Duke or a Giant, you know? That's what it felt like.
It did.
And you know what? Good on them.
Yeah.
Good on them. They fought that entire game, and they took them to overtime and won the game in dramatic fashion and on the road.
Yeah.
So that only makes me sit back and think, why can't they effing do that at home?
We're going forward.
It better be. It better be. Here you go, Ron. The greatest part to me was that the UNO player hit a heck of a three. You're right. Right before this yes. And then we dashed his moment and the 4 fans.
Well, and you know what? That is a great point too, because my dad and I had a difference of opinion on that last possession, because he was like, why did we let them shoot the 3? We're up by 3, should have fouled. Mm-hmm. And I said, I get that. I get it, you know? But I was like, I wouldn't have fouled him on the shot, because that kid hadn't made a shot the whole game. And then he airs up a 3 and makes it to tie in overtime. I mean, none of us imagined him to make it. So
no. I swear to God, dude. Just insanity.
But we had lots of feats of strength in this game.
We did. Continue.
So, we gave Matthew Elizabeth his moment for that shot, but we got lots more to talk about.
Matthew Elizabeth.
Field goal percentage, 43. Happy with that. 3-point percentage at 31. Happy with that. Another free throw percentage over 70. Another 36 points in the paint. I'm happy with all of it. 19 points on turnovers. Single-digit turnovers for us.
I think, other than the dramatic victory, the way that it was an away game, dramatic win in OT, buzzer beater shot. Honestly, I think the fact that we had that few turnovers was the other just icing on the cake for me. 9. I think that might be the lowest we've done all season. And
playing 45 minutes. Like, we played beyond regulation and only had single-digit turnovers.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Exactly. And the fact we had so many guys in double digits, I mean, you had Keon at 23, Matt at 19, CC at 10, Keith at 10, Nana at 10. I mean, there were only a small amount of players that had single digits. Everybody else was in double digits, which I think is insanity as well. I mean, so many good things about this game, 100%. The announcers did say SFA doesn't want to foul. That's what Mom said.
I wouldn't have fouled. My father disagreed with me, but it worked out in the end. So
it did. It worked out for us. Sometimes it bites you in the butt, but it worked out.
Well, it's just, I mean, I don't disagree with them. Maybe if they could have fouled away from the ball, because that is strategic thinking. We're up by 3. Even if they make 2 free throws, then we're good and we don't have to panic. But anyway, what was I going to say? Keith started off this game with 2 3-pointers within the first 2 minutes. I was pretty thrilled with that.
He just needs more time. We've been saying this from the beginning. Same thing with Dom. I need Dom
Yes.
to get more opportunities because I think, again, like he can really just open up. But yeah, Keith just needs more time. Keith can be a game changer off the bench, man.
Well, this was his first game starting, I think, right? Yeah, this was his first game starting.
Oh yeah, he's probably taken Miles' spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but still, you know, just insane. Insanity, man. And then I want to also give Tierno some flowers. He played for 16 minutes, 6 points, 5 rebounds. He had 2 3-pointers.
Yeah. This is the best play this season against an actual D1 opponent.
Yes, very true.
Because he had one really good game, but it was like a D3 team.
Right.
He had a great game.
Yeah, please this punch, honestly. Like, and I will say, no, I'll say that for a grievance because it's a grievance on myself.
Oh.
I will grieve on myself for a minute.
Okay, well, you can transition in because I think I covered all the.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was like. I'm ready to move on when you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let me pull it up. I just had it and typical Alex fashion, lost it. Okay, here we go.
Newcomers. The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now you're going to hear about it.
Okay. First grievance goes out to me because I was sitting on my couch enjoying my book when I look at my phone and realize, oh shit, the game's been on for an hour and I hadn't turned it on.
And you notice the SK basketball group thread is like popping off.
I literally put my phone down and got so engrossed in my book that I lost track of time completely. And I literally grabbed my phone to just again, habit. You just grab your phone to look at it. I had literally 25 missed text messages from our group chat. And I'm like, what's happening? And I look at the time. I'm like, oh, shit. I am missing the game. So
well, now I got to know what book you were reading. Were you reading like Fairy Smut or something?
It wasn't fairy, but it was smut.
Okay. I knew I was.
You were close. I was trying to catch up because we had book club yesterday on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I literally had not had any time to read the one. We have 2 books, one in regular book club and one in smart club. And so I had not had time to read the other book. And I was like trying to crush it. And I was just like, okay, I have time. I came home, got comfortable. I was like, okay, I have like a few hours before the game starts. Okay, great. Let me sit here and crush some of my book. Got 2 into the book and I lost track of time. But it's okay because when I turned it on, we were not doing bad. I was like, okay, here we go. I'm in. I'm watching it. I'm cruising, chilling. And then all of the things happened. So I was like, okay.
Whatever happened that day worked. So you were forgiven.
So maybe I should bring my book to the next couple games and then read it during the first half and then tune in.
Yeah.
Sit there right behind the team and just fucking read a book. I'd be like,
only if you bring in like 50 Shades of Grey or something, because that'd be hilarious.
Oh, that would be funny. I do have oh my God, no, I have one paperback book that was given to me as partly a joke, partly not a joke, but it's called like Highlander Beast or something. I think that'd be hilarious reading that behind the team. And I'm just like, you guys aren't impressing me. Yeah, you guys aren't impressing me right now. And I'm really pissed off. So I'm going to sit here and read this book until you get shit together. That's exactly what I should do.
It'd be funny.
I think it'd be funny too. Maybe the last game of the year. Because, of course it's the Nicknames game. So I might need the book. Yikes. So that's me. That's my grievance on myself. I got distracted and missed half the game, but I tuned in when it mattered, I guess. So, oh well.
It worked.
All right.
Whatever.
All right. What other grievances we have against this game other than yet a freaking again, they win in dramatic fashion, not at home.
Yeah, I was upset that was one I wasn't there for.
Yeah, I lost track of how many people asked if we went to the game, and I was like, yeah, on a Monday.
No, really make a NOLA drive on a Monday. I mean,
here's the thing. I said, you know what? I would have loved to have gone to this game. Loved to have gone to this game. But guess what? If we were at this game, there would be no going to work on Tuesday because we would have stayed our asses in NOLA and celebrated and got extremely, extremely effed up.
We would have been having hand grenades on Bourbon Street, no question.
100%. And I would literally have to text my boss and be like, sorry, lady, you know I love you, but I won't be there at all tomorrow because I'll be in NOLA hungover.
I'm dead in NOLA, sorry.
R.I.P. me.
Catch you later.
I'll work from home. I'll be remote today. Or I wish we could have gone, but there's just no way. Like, we have adult responsibilities.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 years ago, Alex would have been like, you know what, fuck it, let's go. But I need the NOLA game to be on a Saturday.
Yeah, definitely, because unfortunately for me, Monday's like the busiest day of the week for me. So
right. Yeah. And like I could do a like leave early, be remote the next day, but I don't think I should.
No, yeah.
You know, that's so dangerous.
That was a tough one.
NOLA on a weeknight is dangerous.
No, yeah, NOLA's not kind enough to let us free that easily. No,
dude. Anytime I go to NOLA, it is not. No.
Yeah.
No.
It's
like a 5-day recoup session.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna have any grievances on the actual game itself. Just the fact that we were not there, and my only other grievance will be that Clayton had his back bothering him still, and that Miles was sick. Those are going to be my only other two grievances.
Those are good grievances. I think my only other grievance, I mean, yeah, we won the game, but at least the 3-point percentage wasn't at 18%, but still 11 of 35 doesn't get me all hot and bothered in the way that I would prefer. If I have to pick things, if I have to pick out things and issues, there you go.
You know what else I forgot to mention? And I mean, it is what it is, but they were actually short 4 players. Rob said it before the game started. They had 4 players that were suspended, and I think several of them were starters.
7.
So
they only had 7 guys suited
we were
up.
at a pretty good advantage for that one.
And I'll take it. No, but that's true. I totally forgot about that as well. And yeah, they only had 7 guys suited up. And I didn't realize that it was 4 players got suspended. I thought maybe there was just 4 guys injured or sick.
So I'm curious what happened because I can't remember exactly what Rob said, but it was basically just that the only statement they had made was that they had 4 players on suspension for possibly breaking team rules or something like that. It was very vague. It was very vague.
Too much fun on Bourbon Street. Too many hand grenades for those boys.
I mean, NOLA's quite a tempting city, so I'm not going to say too much because if I was a college athlete in NOLA, I might be out wilding. So
Bruh, I'm telling you right now, there's reasons why I elected to come to East Texas for school and not like the bigger schools, the party schools, even though I still partied. But there's a reason, because I know myself and I have 0 self-control. Jacqueline knows. She's gone with me to Vegas. She's gone with
NOLA.
I have 0 self-control. None. Like if someone is going pound, I shouldn't say this publicly, so I'm just going to shut up.
Right.
Just saying, if you've gone anywhere with me where debauchery is prevalent, you know. If you know, you know.
You know.
Anyway, okay, let's continue. So, anything else grievance-wise for this game? I mean, we won, so I'm pleased as punch. Then I think the only thing that sucks is the fact that they had to hop on the bus and drive home after that win, and they couldn't stay in NOLA one night and like have a little bit of fun, but they did stop for ice cream, and I thought that was cute as shit.
Oh, I didn't see that. Where'd they get ice cream?
I think Dairy Queen.
Oh, I was thinking maybe it was some like really cool ice cream place.
No, I think it was DQ, but hey, I'll take it. That just totally brings me back to like childhood sports. Whenever, when you're small and you're playing on a team and then you win and you're like, okay, ice cream for everybody or pizza party. It's just that brought me back. I was like, that's adorable. Oh God. See, I forget that my mom listens to us and now she's like, now the truth comes out.
Hey, I don't think she's ever denied it though, in your defense.
No. And my mother and my father knew exactly the monster they birthed and
created. So
yeah. I get that from my father, and he will deny it all the time. No, he won't. He takes it proudly. Yeah. So one word to describe this entire game.
Mine was just wow.
I think mine isn't going to be a word. It's going to be a noise, and it's the exact noise I made when he made the freaking shot. Like I sounded like a. What are those?
Like a pterodactyl?
Yeah, 100% a pterodactyl screech. I swear to God, because I just wasn't expecting it. I literally sounded like a pterodactyl coming down to kill its prey. Like,
yeah. I was not expecting it either. I was fully ready for let's go double.
Yeah, buckle up for double OT. I was totally ready for it too. I was like, I was getting situated in my couch. I was digging in to the corner of death, as I call it. Ready to go. And then I literally screeched through my phone, through my pillow. Dad's over in here in the sunroom with the door shut, literally looks at me and goes, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Holy shit." Mom comes running out. "Oh my God." It's just, she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing's wrong. Matt just banked this fucking ball off from literally the parking lot." And then they show the replays, and she's sitting on the couch. She starts crying, dude.
Why am I not surprised?
I don't know. Bless her heart. Anyway. So
amazing game.
So yeah, that's my word to summarize that game. It wasn't a word. It was a sound. Yeah. You're welcome. Man. Okay. Guess what?
Ready to be back in the sawmill tomorrow.
No, we're caught up on all the games.
Caught up. I'm going to be back in action in the sawmill. I can't wait.
Right? We're not super sick. We might cough a little bit, but we're not sick. And you know what?
If the camera guy gets me on the big screen one more time blowing my nose, we will have a problem.
You know what? I think the other issue was all season is like I told myself I'm going to be good and like not crush 4 beers during the game. But I think the more I drink, the better they play.
Yeah, and you haven't really drank at all during any of the games this season, have you?
I haven't.
We should change that tomorrow.
I guess I'm just gonna have to take one for the team.
I have to. The sacrifices that we make.
I'm gonna have to take some Prilosec.
Yeah.
Definitely. I know. Oh my goodness. Okay, so a few reminders. We keep mentioning it. If you don't realize it yet, we play tomorrow, 5:00 game in the Sawmill. Hope to see you guys there. Wear purple or white or whatever, but wear SFA and cheer on the boys.
Play it too, I believe, before.
That's right. Yeah, doubleheader. Ladies play earlier in the day. Make sure you go support them if you have time and you're available, because of course they've been playing lights out as well. And then a few other reminders too. Obviously, make sure that you can see it scrolling on the bottom. If you haven't yet, you want to go check out the Sawmill 6-man collective for the guys and the girls teams. If you want to give money, Literally, you can start by giving as little as $10 a month. You don't have to be a millionaire to support the Lumberjacks and the Lady Jacks or any of the other sports teams at SFA. You can literally give $10 a month. That's one cup of coffee from Starbucks.
You can do it.
You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And then another reminder is to, God, I'm just brain farted. What are my other reminders I usually give?
I don't know, but Nick just texted us and said $3 beers until halftime tomorrow.
Fuck.
As long as there's 500 fans, which I'm sure there will be. So there you go. It's like the universe just knew.
Fuck. Okay, guys and gals, if you're listening, I need everyone to come out to the game tomorrow so that I can partake in $3 beers until halftime. I'm gonna stock up. Wait a minute. That means that I'm gonna have to sit there and wait until 500 people get in the freaking Coliseum door and then go buy beer.
But there should already be 500 in the ladies' game. So
true. So stick around after the ladies' game to the guys' game, so then that way when I walk in, I can immediately go and get $3 beers. Oh my God. I'm gonna regret that. I cannot get crazy because I have to leave directly after the game and drive to Dallas.
Oh, what do you have to drive to Dallas for?
Because nobody needs. I'm going to a bridal show the next day with Megan. Yeah,
right.
Nobody on here knows these people, but yeah. I'm driving to Dallas right after the game for that, so I can't get. But I can at least drink a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's fine. Apparently there's also a deal on hot dogs too. I don't know. I guess there's a bunch of I know you don't do hot dogs, but there's a bunch of concession deals apparently. So come out to the games tomorrow.
We need some better concession options.
Just sneak in what did you order that one day? That one game?
Jimmy John's. I had it delivered. No one else hadn't caught it. Brought it in.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, if I'm hungry, I will find a way. If there's appropriate food options for me, I will make it happen.
I think nothing beats.
Oh, when I ordered the pizza at Northwestern.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't think anything beats that game because we were already let's just be fair. Louisiana does not give a flying you-know-what about anything. We drive to the game on the alumni bus, have a tailgate where we're getting free drinks. And I mean, literally we go into the game and in my purse, I literally am shoving beers into my purse to bring into the game.
And it was a double header. We had the ladies and the guys. And what happened was the game.
What had happened was
we came back, or when we came in for the ladies' game.
Yeah.
They didn't even make me throw away my drink in my hand.
No, you had it in your hand. You just walked right in.
I was expecting to just throw it in the garbage as soon as I got to the door, and no one told me to. So then when we went back out in between, we were like, hey, bring some in. Why not?
They're not going to stop us. So literally, I'm throwing beers into my purse saying, let's go. And like halfway through the guys' game, we were extremely.
I was starving.
Drinking.
Hot dog was not going to do it for me. So I was like, what options do we have? I called up Pizza Hut, ordered a pizza. I said, can you just deliver it to the west entrance of the Coliseum? I'll meet you out there.
We were wild in that game.
I brought in that whole pizza box and I was
pizza box. Nobody stopped you.
Going to town. If they didn't bring in alcohol, what's the problem?
No, I know, but I just think it's so funny, man.
Oh, it's hilarious.
We just walked in like we owned the place with alcohol and pizza and nobody said nothing. It's so funny. Just so funny.
It was great.
But shout out to Northwestern for not giving a shit and allowing us to wild it out. But how many years ago was that? That was pre-COVID, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
That was like 2018, maybe?
Yeah, I think it was because
a while ago. Yeah. Oh my God.
A while back.
Bro. Oh my God. I can't. So funny.
That was the best.
We've had some wild adventures, just saying. Oh shit. Nick said that this deal is not just tomorrow, it's the rest of the season.
There's your sign, Alex.
It
has
been
preordained by the universe.
It's meant to be that now I have to drink beers at every single game. Please do not think NSU or the NSU barn is reflective of the rest of us Louisianians. Never, not at all.
I would never hold you to that.
I would never assume that NSU is in any shape or form the gold standard of Louisiana.
And I call it an airplane hangar because that's what it looks like.
Well, it freaking is.
Yeah.
I legitimately think they literally just bought an airplane hangar and just shoved it on top of the court.
I think so too. I don't know.
There's no other explanation.
Anyway, who knows?
Yeah, call us, DM us. I'm sorry, I forgot. We have one DM, and it's by the same person. It always is.
Cat fans.
Actually, it's not even a DM. He straight up responded or just sent us a message on Twitter. He said, K names, anything to keep you closer to SHSU, missing your friendly neighborhood cats. No, not really.
Oh, what would we do? What would
we do without him as our friendly frenemy? Love you, cat fans. And no, I don't miss the Bearcats one bit. I do miss the rivalry and playing them all the time, but I really don't miss seeing that ugly, hideous orange. Just saying.
It's the worst shade of orange there is.
It's disgusting. Anyway, okay, so we've talked for long enough. I'm sure everybody's done. They're like, you guys are just rambling now. Okay, so yeah, what a crazy couple weeks of basketball. And here's to us. This game in NOLA, literally like shoving all of the energy into a rocket and blasting it off into space. And the rest of the season is just going to go off like gangbusters. That is my hope and prayer.
We can do it.
Father, Son, Holy Ghost, amen. Okay, so hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. If you have time, please come out and support the Lady Jacks tomorrow at 2 and the guys at 5. And if not, as per usual, you can watch it on ESPN Plus. So,
yep.
It's going to be a long weekend, but I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited to see you because I haven't seen you in so long.
Oh, me too. I'm excited to be back.
I texted you last night after one too many Saisons at the brewery, and I was really feeling myself. And I was like, oh my God, I love you and I miss you, just out of blue.
Love you. I know everyone's probably thinking I'm dead because, I mean, when I missed the one game, everyone was like, where were you? And then I missed 2 in a row. But I am alive and well, and I will be back tomorrow.
Again, that's how ridiculous this is. The fact that when I miss a game, I get messages and oh my God, are you okay? You're not at the game. Yeah, like, I'm sorry. I'm fucking dead from the flu. And then when you miss 2, it was literally like, did she die? And I'm just like, I'm sorry. No, she's dead in bed, but she's alive.
It's pretty close to it. My mother had to come make me take a shower. So,
I mean, yeah.
Literally, when she came over the first day to give me the test me for COVID and flu and take my temp, she was like, I know this is not going to be popular, but you have to take a shower.
Thank God for our viewers. Bless them.
I know.
Okay, so it's going to be a good weekend. We're throwing out positive vibes for good basketball games tomorrow and the rest of the season. Let's go get some $3 beers and get things rowdy. Yeah.
Can't wait.
You guys, I love it. Hope to see y'all tomorrow. And as always, Axe and Jacks, baby.
With Alex and Jax.